Over past few weeks, nearly 5,000 fighters from Iranian-backed paramilitary groups in Iraq have entered Iran via 2 separate border crossings. So you're having a bunch of these people from fucking Iraq that are coming into Iran to help suppress the people that live in Iran. And that's basically it. A leaked video from Iran shows that martial law has been declared across Iran. No one is allowed to be out. Go inside your houses. Look at this. Draw a line between you and the rioters. No one is allowed to be out. Go inside your houses. So they have all these people riding around. Oh! No one's allowed to be out. They kill people in the hospitals. They steal them and then they shoot them in the head. Yep, that's right. No, they're just doing a mass killing of all their citizens that are trying to push back against them. They're actually just mass killing people. It's insane. The Islamic Republic says the internet blackout will last until mid-March. This will make it the longest nationwide blackout in history, surpassing Sudan's 2019 shutdown. So there you go. And they're shutting down the entire internet. Iran didn't stop killing protesters. They terrorized everybody into staying home. The sources tell Tehran, the Post, the streets are flooded with tanks and trucks full of machine gunners, aiming them at everyone. The protests stopped because people are too afraid to step outside, not because the regime showed mercy. There are no protests anymore because of the mass killings. With 12,000 dead, the people are terrified. Families are being told to collect their relatives' bodies or they'll be dumped in mass graves. Oh my fucking God. Trump said the killing yesterday stopped. The killing stopped because the streets are occupied by men with machine guns. Yep, there it is. And so if they end up, oh, here we go. Units of Hashad I don't know how the fuck to say this, right? This sounds like the name of a sandworm. In northern Iran, they are Iranian-backed paramilitary group originally from Iraq. And so there you go, guys. Wow. Wow, so we'll do nothing? I don't know what's going to happen. This is why I wanted to talk about it more, because I feel like nobody has really been talking about this for the past 2 days. It's like all of the news around this kind of disappeared, and people just assumed that things were getting better. Well, no, they're not, unless you're the terrorists that are controlling the country. Trump spoke to reporters outside the White House about his decision to not carry out military strikes against Iran.
Did Arab and Israeli officials convince you to not strike Iran?
Nobody convinced me. I convinced myself. You had yesterday scheduled over 800 hangings. They didn't hang anyone. They canceled the hangings. That had a big impact.
Did Arab?
I don't know, man. I really don't. It's very confusing to me. It really is. It's confusing to me. What the fuck is going on? Because, like, how do you go and say, listen, like, you do a press conference after you literally kidnap Maduro. You kidnap Maduro, and you do a press conference where your main military guy says, welcome to 2026. America's back. And this is right after you capture this dude. They do, like, fucking interviews about it, and they're saying, yeah, these dudes came down, everybody started dying, and then we started bleeding out of our eyes. I don't know how this happened. These people got attacked by the Spikers and the Space Marines. And meanwhile, you can't even figure out how to deal with Iran? The only thing that they can make are fucking AI-generated videos of blowing up Israel. What are you doing? Intelligence reports Iran hasn't stopped shooting protesters. Iran says the shooting has stopped. Intelligence says not so much. Trump was told that killing had ended. Reports say there's zero proof security forces actually stopped firing on protesters. Well, they said they were going to stop the executions. Well, yeah, they're not doing the executions anymore because they're just killing them on the street. Problem solved. So there you go. What's Trump waiting for? I don't know. Hard to sell. We're in control when you're importing foreign militias and still shooting your own people. And this is another really important component, is that a lot of people are saying that, oh, well, we shouldn't get involved because, you know, we're a foreign country. The Iranian government is shipping in and importing militias to go around and be paramilitary police and kill protesters in their own country. Isn't that fucking insane? He's waiting for the strike group? I mean, I think so. I do. I think so. And also, like, if he doesn't do anything, here's the thing, is that I think that the actual death total for this, whenever, like, let's say Iran doesn't get, you know, like, it doesn't. Let me look, actually. Let's look at what matters. Okay. Wow. That is sad. Holy shit. That is really sad. People have totally lost hope. It's over? I don't know if it is or not, but it sure seems like it, right? Iran, North Korea, do you think poly market in a buzz? Well, I don't know. They said that they were going to do an attack, but they decided not to do it. Yeah, that's really it. Trump dropped the ball on Iran, and now he's a fucking loser for it. I don't know if he's dropped the ball on it or not. I don't know what their long-term plan is. I have no idea. For sake of the argument, assume Trump is persuaded not to strike the regime. Protesters stay home in fear of being shot. The streets quiet down. Does life return to normal? Yeah, the economics are broken, and all of these people, here's what's going to happen, is that the moment that the government retains control or regains control, what's going to happen? Do you think might makes right? Sometimes, yeah, it does. And also, being right doesn't matter. Surviving matters. So your focus, might makes right, exists inside of a context of a moral framework. The world doesn't exist in a moral framework. You invented a moral framework to see the world. So I think that even just the concept of that is a false idea. But my point is, let's not even get into that, right? That's totally separate. What we're talking about here is that as soon as they get control over again, they're going to go back and find out all the protesters and then kill them en masse. That's what's going to happen. And I think they're probably going to kill 50,000 people. That's what I would assume. Now, it'll probably be hard to tell, but do you really think that they're not going to go around and do that? Because they're going to obviously be worried about it happening again. Sure, of course they will. So how do you stop it from happening? Well, you kill the people that did it so they can't do it again. Duh. Of course. Why do you care? I don't know. I think it's pretty bad. It sucks. Is that? Yeah, I think it's horrible what's going on.
در روزهای اخیر گزارش‌هایی از فعالیت‌های مشکوک و ناامن کننده در برخی معابر شهری دریافت شده است. در این درگیری‌ها تاکنون 3000 نفر از اعضای گروهک‌های تروریستی دستگیر شدند. از شهروندان گرامی درخواست می‌شود در صورت مشاهده آتش زدن و آسیب زدن به فروشگاه‌ها و اموال عمومی، رفتارهای مشکوک، سازمان یافته، تهدید کننده امنیت عمومی و افرادی که روسری مسلسی
Iran terrorist label equals death penalty. Yeah, so they're basically saying that all of the different protesters are now terrorists and they're going to kill all the terrorists. Well, that's convenient.
درگیری یا برخورد مستقیم خودداری کنند و پس از آن موضوع را در اسرع وقت از طریق شماره‌های 113 و 114 به مراجع ذی‌ربط اطلاع دهند. همکاری و هوشیاری شما نقش مهمی در حفظ امنیت عمومی و آرامش جامعه دارد.
I mean, I think that everybody that I know from Iran pretty much feels the same way, right? I mean, in terms of like Trump or whatever, but like I don't think they really like the regime in general. And so this is what they're saying here. The United States military is finalizing preparations to deploy elite combat infantry units along with a massive array of warplanes to the Middle East in response. I don't know about that, guys. I really don't. The regime will hang everyone at a later time instead of right now, while still gunning people down in the streets. Everybody knows this. What are we doing here? Is this what help is on the way looks like? Exactly. If Trump pussies out on this, I don't know, man. Like it's just gonna be disappointing, man. It really is. Yeah, is Persians are historically Zoroastrian? Yeah, I know that. Yeah, it's going to be such a huge loss. He'll look like a cuck. He absolutely will. If the killings in Iran have stopped, why do you think the regime still has the internet turned off? Ah, geez, guys. And so they're still, and you see they're still out there trying to protest. They are. Mm-hmm. Do you reckon he's getting pressured by Russia and China? No, because if that would have helped, it would have stopped them with Venezuela. Yeah, they're out there doing whatever they can. Is hoping the protesters win without our intervention. If we have to help, it's a tricky pickle. I feel like it's clearly not going to happen. Iran's chief of police. We will go door to door until every rioter and terrorist is identified and held accountable. I wonder what being held accountable means. It's a mystery. Nobody knows. There's no intelligence evidence that the shooting of protesters in Iran has stopped. That's even CNN saying this. Iranians still out in the street despite the massacres. That's a lot of people. Look at them all. Oh, this is another one. Don't let the propaganda of Islamic regime tell you the Iranian revolution is over. Iranians are still fighting. Look at this. Holy shit.
Поэтому знаю, со мной ничего не случится.
That's nuts, man. Holy fucking shit. And yeah, just like in the US, yes, definitely. It's just not even worth considering. And you have even more people that are still fighting, right? But I do think that with the demoralization around Trump basically capitulating and assuming that they're actually going to stop the shootings, and on top of that, the Iranian government bringing in foreign militias to go around and terrorize their own people, I think that there's a chance that this might not happen. It's an old video. It's from yesterday. That's what it said. I don't know if it's from any other time. I have no idea. So, yeah, I feel like there's a lot of these that are there. We can just look at another one. Oh, no comments. Oh, there's another one right there. Wow. Look at that, guys. The protests in Iran will also go down in history, but if Trump isn't doing anything, this will be forgotten in 2 weeks. Well, I don't know about that. And I think Trump is lying. I hope Trump is lying. I mean, but I don't know if it's true or not. Yeah, we already saw that one before, and this is Iran now. Yeah, look at all these people. And then time to strike. Look at this. They literally have these guys driving around in Toyota trucks. Like, this is like the stuff that you saw about Al-Qaeda in the 90s. Yeah, this is insane. Trump bombing military and government facilities could help boost protester morale. I don't know why he's not acting. I don't know either, man. I really don't. I mean, maybe they have a more long-term solution for it, but, like, I'm certainly worried about this. I am, because I don't want to see this continuing to get worse. And you see that they already have these guys coming in. Look at this. Look, look, look. The place is a shithole, you can see, too. Thought you didn't care about morality? There's a completely logical and reasonable reason that you would want to get rid of these people, right? There is, like, obviously it's sad if this is happening, but on top of it being sad, like, it's bad that Iran is there and they're paying terrorists to cause a bunch of problems. Like, you don't have to be an empathetic person to think that it's bad that that happens because it destabilizes everything. You don't have to be, yeah, they want to nuke us. Like, why do you think they want to build a nuclear bomb? So they can use it on us. Like, no, I don't want them to do that. Duh.